Welcome back with another book review. This book, Black Magick of AHRIMAN, The Ancient Rites, Spells, and Demons of Persia by Curtis Joseph, forward by Absinthe Mason from our Become a Living God friends. I've known about Curtis Joseph for a while. Was kind of on the fence about buying his book, and like all the Become a Living God books, they can be pricey. This one was not super pricey. I want to say it was under $50. And after reading reviews and really looking at the subject matter, I thought, this is a subject that I don't know a lot about. So the Demons of Persia, and he has some rituals in here that are pretty unique. The forward by Absinthe Mason is great. This makes me harken back to one of the books that I have by Michael Ford, which covers the same kind of magic. It's kind of hard to explain what I'd say that, because what this basically is pointing to is there are gods who have been worshipped from the beginning of time, and some of those names have not been forgotten. And Curtis Joseph has definitely included them in this book. So, you have your sigils. There's some art in here. It's very wordy. I would say you need to be engaged to understand it. Your sigils are interesting. Check this out. Simple, creative, and effective sigils. Definitely usable. Even if you aren't using the entire system, you can skip to these sigils and use the invocations. I'm very impressed with the some of the rites, so I'm going to get to the table of contents now. So this book is the first question I ask about any books. How many pages is it? That's exactly why I always say 317. It's a good chunk of information here. So, the origins of ignorance, the three evil principles of Zahak: evil speech, evil thought, evil deed, the liberation from enslavement, ignition of the black sun, ritual structure, the rite of consecration, the blackened fire of Zahak, Temple of Black and Fire, energetic leaks to divine darkness, create the Nexion of infernal power. Pretty deep stuff. Tools of dark sorcery, activation of the Black and Fire, the circle of counter creation, creating the talisman of counter creation. Those are just some of the things in that chapter. Foundation of practice, the grimoire of Arazura, the venoms of the Black Sun, preparing for the garb of darkness, lamps of fate, rites of damnation, invocation, the garb of darkness, pathways of dark goddess Azahi, closing, biography, and Become a Living God outro. So, what did I take from it? Well, again, these are exceptional rites. Very dark, very powerful, and to be perfectly honest, just a little bit that I have concentrated on these sigils, I can tell you the power that's in them is nothing to play with. So I would definitely treat this book with some reverence. It's nothing to be afraid of, but it's definitely something that you need to take into consideration before you go jumping into, again, with any serious black magic. If you start unlocking doors, you better know how the fuck to shut them. And that's my one and only piece of advice I would give for anyone that practices anything in the occult. Even just something as simple as working with an angel can lead to devastating consequences if you do not have your psychic abilities built up. I've had to learn the hard way by doing it backwards, and now I'm building up my psychic abilities slowly again. And when you become codependent on things like pendulums, Ouija boards, tarot cards, things like that, they're excellent tools, but you need to realize that the most powerful tool you have is yourself. And, you know, become a living God, it's no secret. They're definitely coming up with some material here for people like us who are searching for this exact kind of material and are sick of all the fluffy fairy tale style books that are produced about things like Wicca and things of that nature, which is perfectly fine. But if you're looking for the darker current, I would highly recommend this book. This is going to get you closer to what you're looking for if you want to work with really powerful demonic spirits. The other book that I reviewed that I feel is very close to it as far as the energies go is the... oh God, did I forget the name of it already? Anyway, it's not important. I got 1,000 books, so I can't remember all of them. But I will say this, it's to a point where if you try to read this book from front to back, you're going to probably struggle. I would say what you should do, especially with something this in depth, I mean, this is a scholarly work. So I would start from the beginning, work your way slowly through it, and do your homework on it. Curtis Joseph, I think, has a couple of other books out. But this one in particular stood out to me, so I'm glad that I got it. I'm definitely going to be going back to it to do workings. I love the art. I want to show you a picture of the art. Stunning, stunning images. Unbelievably powerful image. So, you know, the way I see it, when you order a book like this, these are the benefits of it. If you're having trouble manifesting a spirit, look at this picture and call out the name of the spirit that you're trying to call, and you'll get a little bit closer. So there's not a whole lot I can say about it other than that it was a hell of a damn good book. And, you know, the books that I review, I only review books that I think are worth buying. I would say for what I paid for this book, I would say it was definitely priced appropriately. I would say any more would be too much, any less would definitely be an insult to the author. So I have no idea what it goes for now. I want to say it was around 30 to 50 bucks on Amazon when I did buy it. It may have come down a lot. I'm sure Kindle is a lot cheaper, but as you probably know, I don't really use Kindle. I think it's a ripoff to not be able to have a physical book and to risk losing that content if you screw up and delete it or whatever. And I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. I like books that you can ride in, take with you. Yes, they're inconvenient because they're big, they're heavy, they take up space, but you know what? I got something for my money. So that's my take on Kindle. It is good for certain things, but not for a book like this. You need to buy the physical book if you're going to work through this book. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these last couple reviews. I did post a little video of making a recent sacrifice just to show everybody kind of what I do, but it's nothing special. I just want to thank you guys. This channel is growing rapidly, and I am completely blown away by it. I did not think I would get that kind of response. I think Carrie and Demonic Angel have a lot to do with that. That talking about this channel has brought a lot of their subscribers to me. So thank you, and keep watching their channels as well, because they're both very powerful mediums, very gifted magicians. So they have my support and love, and I can't tell you how much they've helped me. Dark blessings, my friends. We'll be back for more later.